guys, allow me to explain DMV cutie. I went to the DMV to get my permit, the same exact reason. These things happened on the same day. As soon as I get to the DMV, my dad again forgets what we need to get and he has to go back home. So I go out and I say like, oh, I'm gonna go wait in line so we don't have to come back and wait in an even bigger line. I see this cutie and I'm like,
Damn.
he pretty cute. I'm probably not gonna be able to talk to him today. I'm just gonna indirectly say, you're cute inside of my mind, right? So I go in line, we go into the building, and I'm like, well, I guess I gotta sit until I see a free seat because I'm not gonna sit in the middle of two males. I'm not gonna sit in the middle of a crying baby and a moving toddler, etc., etc. I need to find my own little space. But me and this lady started exchanging a conversation, and then all of a sudden I see DMV cutie, and that's all I'm gonna call him because I kind of forgot his name. Anyways, so I see him and there's this empty seat almost right next to him. So here's DMV cutie. Here's this empty space where there's no chair, and then there's
The seat.
and I'm like, this could be a chance. So this lady gets up and she goes to the bathroom. So I'm like, yeah, let me go. Oh my god. So I go and sit down like a seat away from him. So like there's an extra seat and I'm like, well, I was too shy to go any closer. This is just what we're gonna have to deal with. I'm not gonna say anything. If he says something to me, he says something to me. It's fate. It's written in stone.
We're gonna get married.
She comes back, gets her seat, and I'm like, well, I guess. And then someone else got up and moved, and the lady I was talking to got to sit next to me, and she was like, well, finally. And I'm like, yep, thank God, you know, like, we're more comfortable with each other than everybody else, so why not? Eventually, DMV cutie left, and his friend too, and I was like, damn, this is really disappointing. I thought they were gonna be gone for like a very, very long time. Seat's gonna be gone, it's gonna be empty, he's never gonna come back and sit right next to me. So eventually there's a seat empty right in front of me and then right next to me. Bro! They came back and then they were like standing, right? I don't mean to eavesdrop, but I am eavesdropping. And he's like, oh, I'll sit in front of you. And like, I thought that meant like, I didn't hear which person said that because I didn't want to stare, but she sat right next to me. DMV cutie! DMV cutie sat right next to me, and then his friend sat right in front of me, and I was like, why would he sit next to me? There were a couple of times where him and his friend were laughing, and as soon as he was finished laughing, he would look at me and like smile, and I tried not to seem like I was staring at him or looking, but God, I just wanted to turn around and like smile at him, but like, I have no balls. That's the thing. I have no balls. That's my thing. If you ask any of my friends, I have 0 balls. And that's okay. Okay? Regardless, he tried exchanging conversation with me a couple of times, and then eventually he started talking to my dad, and I was like, ah! He started saying like, oh, like I started asking questions about like the permit and like what's the written test like and etc. And he was like, oh yeah, it's so easy, like you don't have to trip about it. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, yeah, I don't even think you have to take your permit picture. And I'm like, oh, that's cool, that's cool, that's great. I'd love that, you know? I don't really care. Well, I do, because I had no makeup on. And I'm not sure why he was smiling at me. I'm pretty sure I look like a freaking rat. I'm just kidding, I'm not a rat. There was also this one time while we were over there, his friend saw 2 empty seats that could sit right next to each other on a little bit at the far end, right? So I'm like, oh, that's cool. That means he's gonna leave. He's not gonna care. Bro, that wasn't the case. DMV cutie talked to his friend, and his friend was like, hey, let's move over here. And then DMV cutie was like, nah, first of all, I don't even want to move. And he was like, why? And he did this thing where he like leaned forward and did this to his friend, acting like I wasn't gonna look. Honey, I looked, and I was the reason you didn't move. No, I was kidding. I can't believe that. I like, DMV cutie, I'm pretty sure you're not gonna ever watch this video, but if you do, you my mans. No, I'm just kidding. No, but it was really cool. I didn't think it would sit next to me. I found myself a piece of garbage. That's what I am. Not even gonna regret it. It's just how it is. Okay. Thank you for staying for the story time. I love you so much. I love this story. Oh my god, I just gassing over it. Anyways, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Subscribe. Bye.